Hello, hello everyone. So, if I had $200 between now and the end of the year, this is what I'm gonna do. Sorry, like I said in my description, you're unlikely to become super rich by December 2026 with $200, but you can absolutely build momentum and learn position management. Okay, so realist. These are the scenarios I'm pending from now until year end. Yeah, if we're going to have a return, 10% return of $200, it's going to be $220. Okay, because the profit of gross profit of $20. If we're able to manage in the U- US stock market, if we're able to manage a stock that can give us 25% return between now and the end of the year, we're going to end up having $250, guys. That's we're going to have a gross profit of how much? $50. And if we rack our brain very well, work very hard, we invest in the stock that's going to give us 50% return. We're talking about that's 50% of 200. We all know is $100, right? So we're going to be ending, we're going to have a portfolio value of $300 at the end of the year. Then if we're able to hit a jackpot and make a profit of $200, we're going to be able to have like $400 in our portfolio, right? Because the $200 is going to multiply by two. Okay, so we're going to have gross profit of 200 plus our capital of 200. That'll give us $400. Then we can really hit the big jackpot, and it's possible to have 200% increase in a year between in 6 months, right? Stock market. Remember when Nvidia skyrocketed? Okay, it went so high. But historically, the broad US stock market has been right around 10% annually, although individual years vary significantly. So the average growth of the US stock market is 10%. But guys, listen, the key point for you is that 200 will not become $20,000 in 6 months through normal investing. No, it's not. It's not possible. To achieve that kind of return, you need extremely speculative trades where the probability of losing most of the capital is also very high. Okay, so what are we going to do? What I will do with $200, there are companies I will invest in that I'm looking at getting at least number one company. I'm thinking I'm going to get 40%, right? That we're looking at $80 in 6 months. Okay, you may have you may use this strategy. You may have more liquidity with you that you want to invest, right? So what I'm saying is that just use this pattern. So I'm going to the four stocks. I'll be 4 ways. I'm going to keep my money, 40%. If I was to invest in the US capital market today, this is what I'm going to do. 40% in a company called, I'm going to show you guys later, uh, Palantir, Palantir Technology. Sorry, I have an issue with my tongue recently. I had an accident, so forgive my pronunciation. Then 40% in Palantir Technologies, then 30% in Nvidia, then 20% in there's a company, a pharmaceutical company called Sotru Biopharma. So I'm looking at been following that company closely. So I'm gonna put my 20% of my cash in Sotru Technology. Don't worry, I'm going to open a website and show you guys, how to analyze this stock. Okay, these three stocks that I mentioned. That's my option one. If I have $200 to invest, okay, that's my option number one. I'm looking at Nvidia, so true, Biofarmer, Palantir. Okay, so these are the things I'm looking at to invest my money. That's my first option. The possible outcome, if in a conservative, by the year end conservative, I'm going to be earning between $20 to $60. So my $200 can turn to $260 in 6 months. If the year turns out very, very good, my $200 is possible is going to turn between 280 to $350. Okay. In an exceptional year, we're going to looking at my money doubling. Yeah. Then option two is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, of course, then the 10% that are in my option one, I'm going to keep it in cash because you need cash for emergency purposes, right? So option two, I'm going to go high risk and aggressive. Okay. So I'm going to put 50% of my $200 in So True Pharmacy. Pharma, okay. Then 25% in Plantir. Like I said, I haven't issued my tongue, so forgive my pronunciation. So 25% another catalyst driven small cap biotech. You know, okay. Possible outcome in my option two, you know, best case, five to $1,000. That's what my 200 is going to turn. Okay. Worst case, $100 or less, because remember it's high risk. Yeah. Then the bigger opportunity, the real magic is not turning 200, like I said, into $400. The real magic is you have to start with a $200. If you have $200 today, what are you going to do with it? So let's say you add $50 to $100 every month. Every month you keep adding compound gains over several years. Okay, so every month it's okay. I'm going to be compounding 50 to $100. Example: if you started with $200 and added uh, another $100 monthly while earning a strong 15% annualized return, you will have contributed about, I think, $800 by year end and could finish around 850 to 900, depending on timing and returns. One more thing you must note is that Wall Street strategies remain broadly optimistic for the remainder of 2026, with firms like Citigroup recently raising their year-end target for the S&P 500 on the back of strong earnings and continued AI spending. Yeah. So if your goal is to maximum growth from just 200 by December 2026, we can work it out. So I'll try and share my screen and show you guys something. Okay. So I'll share my screen with you guys. Let's do this together. So screen sharing. Hold on. Why is it not? Sorry, I don't know why. Let me try. Okay, Windows. Okay, yeah, I've got it. I'm gonna be sharing my slide, guys. Okay, so turning $200 in US stock market in 2026, realistic expectation and strategy. So our strategy is this: reality check. 200 will not become, like I said earlier, $20,000 quickly. Typically, annual return, like I said earlier, is 10%. High returns required, high risks, right? Then what $200 could become, I've already analyzed you guys. at 10% returns to $220. At 25%, $250. At 50%, $300. At 100%, $400. At 200%, $600. But this required high risk. So these are the companies I told you guys earlier. As a conservative. So we're going to do this. I'm going to open a website and show you guys. So these are the companies. Like I said, 40% Nvidia, 30% Palantir, and 25% Sotri Biotech, and Hallmark Cash. Goal: steady growth with lower risks, right? So then, if I'm going aggressive, then I'll do 50% high risk biotech. You know, that's the Sotri, this uh, the abbreviation. Then I'm going to go for this 25%, then 25% volatility stock, high upside, then high risks. You know, small capital grows slowly at first. Consistency beats hype. Add monthly contribution to accelerate. Well, like I said earlier, make it your goal to add. So let's look at this stock one by one. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Then I'll share again. So stop sharing my screen. Then we go back. Okay. Uh, okay. So I'll stop sharing my screen. So I'm going to go to another website that I use for investment. It's called Trading View. So I'm going to analyze each stock that I've mentioned, the first stock that we're looking at investing. Okay, don't worry, you'll be fine. Okay, so Trading View. So let me share my screen again and show you guys. Okay, Trading View. Okay, you come to Trading View, tradingview.com. Okay, it's loading. I'm gonna wait for the site to load. It's not fully loaded, so you can see it's showing us S&P 500 here. But when it's loaded, fully loaded, we're able to search for any stocks that want to analyze here. Okay, I don't know why the site is slow, but while we wait that. So TradingView is a site that helps any investor, serious investors, to make money in the US capital market. Okay, TradingView is your go-to site if you want to become a stock market investor in the S&P, on the New York Stock Exchange, or the Nasdaq. So you can see the listed stock. We have the Nasdaq here, major indices. We have the Nasdaq, we have the Japanese, we have this, that's listed different. We have the DAX, we have the CA, the US dollars index. Yeah, it's going to give you everything you need to know to invest. Natural gas, it's going to give you which natural gas, see, is up. No, that's not where I want to go, bro. I'm just showing my people what they can benefit. Community ideas, even if you want to trade on crypto, look at it here. Bitcoin is testing the flow, not starting new bull. So, okay, so it's going to give you this. These are what we call the indicators and strategy to invest. Okay, so it's loaded, right? So let's look at those stock that we have listed, right? The first one will say our first strategy was what? Planter. So 40% in Planter, right? Hold on, I'm trying to. Good. So I come here, I search for planetary technology. Look at it here. Okay. But you have to be careful. It's under NASDAQ because it's listed in different indices. This one. So you look here, you're going to see where it's listed from. Look at here. I don't want to look at it NASDAQ. If you look here, so we're going to click on it, right? And wait for it to load. So what happens is it's going to tell us a lot of things, right? So can you see the planetary technology? If you want to know about there's the overview. So today, that company is trading today at 136.7 cents, and it has gone up today by 0.94 dollars, meaning it has gone up by 0.69%, right? So the company is doing well. But don't just rely on this. We have to do our own analysis. We have to analyze the company. Is it what? Let's see what the experts are doing. So this site, if you want to read about this, is the overview. These are the financials. If you want to read about the financials, to come here of this company. If you want to read about the news on this company, documents, community, technical analysis, forecast, seasonals, all these are available on this site. So let's go down. You see, you're going to look at it critically. First day, 5 days, it has lost 8.84%. In 1 month, it has increased. In the last 1 month, it has increased by 0.45 percentage. You're going to analyze it, you know. But look at it in 6 months, that's lost 26.21%. In 1 year, it has lost 24.7%. Then, but year to date, then in 1 year, it has increased by 10%. That means it's not been doing so well in the last 1 year, right? But overall, in the last 5 years, look at it. It has increased by 449.18%. As an investor, always think long time. So imagine you have put $100,000 in this company in the last 5 years. Money will have been worth almost $500,000 by today. Okay? Okay? Look at it here. 5 years. This is what long-term investors, you are not a speculator, you're not a trader. If you want to be an investor, investors always think long term. So look at these 5 years. So the possibility of this company going another increasing by this percentage in the next 5 years is very, very possible. So, in my opinion, this is a good company to invest as a long term investor. Okay. Then, key facts they say Wedbush kept an outperform on Palantir with 230 target. That means they're targeting from that 136. This is the target of this. You can read about this Wedbush target after AIP con. Nothing is forward deploy engineers who customize software for clients as an AI spreads in enterprise apps. So that's the latest key facts about the company today. Okay, so pay attention, guys. So you need to know about this company. Sorry, let me take these ads away. Their next report is coming out in August. You know, the Q1 report is coming out in August. Upcoming earnings. Okay, so if you put your money, earning per share estimated As a shareholder, they're going to give you 34 cents. Okay, $0.34 is equivalent, is also, you can also call it 34 cents. Okay, uh, I was trying to show you guys the capitalization of this company. Okay, let's go down. So the expected revenue is estimated 1.81 billion USD. Okay, then look at the key stats. The market capitalization of this company is 327.16 billion USD. Okay, price to earnings ratio. These are the things you should be, as an investor of any company, you should be able to know what price to earning ratio is, and basic earning per share, okay, is 96 cents or zero point 0.9 USD. Okay, their net income is 1.63 billion. Revenue, of course, you guys know, when you're deducting revenue, when you get the revenue, is the total revenue minus total income less cost of sales. Okay, the share flow. So you can go read more about this company. Okay, a lot of things. Employees, they have over 4,000 employees. Okay, revenue per employee. This is what their employee contribute per head. Okay, 1.01 million. That's what each employee contributes. Net income per employee, 366.91 thousand. Okay, so you want to read about the company, about the Palantir Technologies Incorporated, sector technology services, industry package software. Okay, their CEO is Alexander Kaedmon Cap. Website, this is their website, palantir.com. Then headquarters is in Aventura. This company was founded in 2003. Their IPO date was September 2003. Okay, so you can read a lot about any company in this website before you invest your money. So let's look at the second company we're looking at, which is Nvidia. Okay, remember we said 40% we're going to put our 40% in Palantir, 30% in Nvidia. So let's come back here, this same place, and search for Nvidia. So like I said, be very careful and know that under this, I don't know, I don't want to click on it, but here, somewhere here, where this thing pops up, we're going to see the index. So make sure you're investing the right index, because um, Nvidia is listed in so many indices. Okay, so we click on the Nasdaq. Okay, this is the Nasdaq. Okay, so Nvidia Corporation. Wow. So look at it, it's doing so well today. Okay, it has gained $354. Yeah. So we're still gonna follow the same protocol that we did. Like I said, trading overview. Today it has moved by 1.73%. In the last 5 days, it has lost a lot. Okay, lost 5.9%. Okay, so in the last 1 month, it has lost 2.06%. In the last 6 months, it has gained 12.80%. In the last 1 year, year to date, year to date, not 1 year. In the last 1 year, it has gained 46.40%. In the last 5 years, like I said, as an investor, always think long term. Okay, it has gained over 1,000. So if you put 100,000 in Nvidia, you'll have been a millionaire by now. Okay, because your money will have grown. Then in the last 10 years, look at it here. They've grown by 17%. Your 100,000 in investing in Nvidia in the last 10 years will have given you almost 2 million already. Okay. Meanwhile, some people have carried that same 100,000 to go and buy a car, and car does not increase in value. Do you understand? So pay attention, guys, to companies like Nvidia. Key facts today: Nvidia struck a multi-year deal with SK Hynix to supply next-gen memory for its data center processor, including Vera CPUs. Partnership extends into late 2006-2007. The CEO, Hyung, noted Samsung talks. So they're in talk with, also in talk with what? Samsung. You can decide to analyze the impact, but that's not what we'll do today. We can read this later. Okay, so their upcoming earnings, their report, Q2 report, is coming in August. In the next 2 months. The estimated earning per share is $2.07. Revenue estimated 91.70 billion. That's a lot of money. Okay. Key stats, market capitalization. Market capitalization of this company is $5.05 trillion. This is not a $1 billion company. This is a $1 trillion company. Yeah, dividend yield is 0.48%. Price to earning ratio is 31.4. Basic earning per share, $6.57. Their net income, wow, 120.07 billion. Revenue, of course, you guys know that there's a difference between revenue and net income, right? 215.94 billion. Their total shares float is 23.21 billion. Okay, then let's look at their employees. They have over 42,000 employees. Okay, they have increased their employees by over 6,000%. That's 6,000. That's plus 16. It has increased by 16.69 in the last 1 year. Okay, their revenue per employee. So their employee revenue by employees 5.14 million. That's a lot. Okay, you're going to read about NVIDIA also. It's an electronic technology industry, semiconductors. Then their CEO, Jenny Sun Hung. Their website is here, NVIDIA. Their headquarters is in Santa Clara. This company was founded in 1993. Their IPO was January 22, 1999. Okay, so pay attention, guys. So that is it. So let's look at the third company before we close, before we call it a day, right? Another company we're looking at, we're analyzing to put our money in. So we're looking at SoTrue. Okay, let me just type it. I wanted to copy and paste. Okay, it's going to load. Network is terrible. This company is listed in Nasdaq. So let's wait for it. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding. So still loading. Let's give it time to load. My network has been terrible today. Okay, we're still loading. We'll analyze that. Please, if you enjoy this section, please kindly subscribe and also share for others to benefit. Okay. Okay. So I don't know what I click. I think I click at the. I need to go back to do the right thing. Sorry, guys. Terrible network. But we'll overcome it. Okay. So true, so true. So let's see the overview. What we'll open was the chart, and chart is for mostly for technical people. The technical people are those daily traders. They are mostly so true biopharma. Okay, that's the name. So it has lost a lot of money, but just look at it now. Here, yeah, I said I knew it when this company was just less than $2. So in the last one day, it has gone down by 2.16%. The last 5 days has gone up by 3.63%. The last 1 month has gone down by 36 point. But look at it, guys. In the last 1 year, see, it has gone in the last 6 months, gone up 203.22%. Year to date, 120. So look at it, guys. In the last 1 year. So if you had put your $1,000 here, guess how much? You'll have been making lots of money already. Okay? So let's pay close attention, guys. Okay? Pay close attention. Right. So let's look at it. Next report, I don't know, the next report is coming out in August. Earning per share estimated is 2.17. Revenue is estimated at 11.18 million. Key stats are their market capitalization is 422.05 million. Dividend yield not indicated. Price to earning ratio, we don't have it here. Basic earning per share is minus 16 point. Rather, so let me not disturb you guys with this. Net income, look at the net income, 191.02. Revenue is estimated at 102.48 million. Shares float is 14.29 million, okay. So they have few employees actually, 137. Yeah, I think they've downsized their employees. That's why this is negative. Okay, revenue per employee. Wow, not bad. 748.06 thousand net income. Okay. What sector is it? It's in health. What industry? Pharmaceutical. Their CEO is Jen Chung. Website Social Bio. Okay. Headquarters South San Francisco. It's founded in 2003. Their IPO was 2018. Okay. So if you invest in this company by end of the year, you should expect good return for your, and I wish you luck as you invest wisely. And don't forget this financial advice is just for educational purposes. If you want financial advice, contact your financial expert. Let them teach you. Okay. I wish you luck on your investment journey. Stay blessed.